It's Chef Veronica. And yesterday, when I alerted you that there might be a strike because of the conditions at the prison there in St. Philip in Barbados, you have to actually take it with a grain of salt, because when you hear these people are going to take some kind of strong arm action, what are they striking against? What? Who put them in the cell where they are? You can answer all these questions by knowing Barbados. Who did they trespass against, if not against themselves? They did it against the institution that serves them there. If it is not black on black crime, that's against themselves. The institution there is tourism. And that means if they assault or harm a tourist, they're doing it against the hands that are feeding them. They're doing it against the institution. So, however you want to look at it, it's not good. Authorities in Barbados are black. They're black. The whites that live in Barbados, the whites that may even call themselves Barbadians, they don't fear that structure because they are grounded and they are secured. They have money. They run things. So they don't need to be in active politics, or they don't need to send their sons and daughters to be part of the police force. They are above that. That's why it is so easy to tamp down any sort of protest in Barbados. Anytime you see there's a protest, anytime you see the unions marching for some sort of right that they think they have, it's very easy. It lasts for a couple of hours. It is settled within a couple hours. It never goes on for weeks, for months. It never goes on. It may spring up again, but it's tamped down. It's tamped down because you don't have any power. You don't have any power. Okay? You don't have any might. You don't have anyone with money behind you. Whatever you want as a black person in Barbados, you have to leave there to realize. You have to leave the island of Barbados and go to another country to realize any sort of dream that you may have. You have to leave Barbados because it's not going to happen on the island unless you were born under a certain family name, that umbrella of people who can do things like that. You have to be able to get your hands kind of sort of dirty in like politics, or become an attorney, or, some kind of fraud. Even your squad there that looks into fraud, they don't call themselves the anti-fraud squad. They call themselves the fraud squad. The fraud squad. Or the fraud, whatever it is. But there's no anti or anti in front of that word. So it tells you right there what they are. They're telling you what they are. You're going to complain to a fraud squad about fraud. It's not the anti-fraud squad. So they're telling you what happens in Barbados. And when you talk about family and love and that kind of thing, it's all happenstance. It's happenstance. You're born. When you are conceived, you have to come through some portal. You have to come out some portal. And when you look up into the face of the person's portal that you come through, if they're laughing back at you, you're lucky. If they're happy and if they have money to give you a good life, you're lucky. You're lucky. But you really, in truth and in fact, can't really talk about love, because everything you you in Barbados, everything you know about love was taught to you by sending you to the movies, and you watch white people and you watch how they say the words and you watch how they interact, and then you copy that, and then you say, oh, I love my kids, I love my this, I love my that. But if you actually knew what it is to love, you will probably keep your legs closed and organize yourself proper, before you decide to bring a child into the world. That's love. That's care. Okay? So these people at odds that talked about a strike action, whether it happens or not, it is going to be of no moment. It's not going to be no fanfare. It's not going to go anywhere. Whether it happens or not, it's not going to happen. Whether it happens or not, it's not going to happen. Share, Veronica.